G'day and welcome to this week's video. This week we're going to have a look at rental guarantees, and that's where a developer or marketer will provide a guarantee rent for a certain amount of years after they sold the property to a willing investor. So given the property market, I think particularly after the Royal Commission, it's going to be a lot harder to get funding for any property purchase, let alone investment ones. But yeah, the costs are rising. There's going to be many ploys like these to help encourage people to go and purchase the properties that they build. So let's have a look at what they are. Generally, it's a 2 to 3 year term that the marketer or property developer will guarantee that if you purchase the property, you'll get X amount of rent. So if they cannot find a tenant, or you can't find a tenant, or the tenant will only pay half of what they've guaranteed, the tenant will pay X amount of dollars and they will make up the rest. If you can't find a tenant at all, they've got that, you've got that guarantee for that 2 or 3 year time frame. So quite often these guarantees can be inflated to make the yield look good, but we've got to remember that the yield will only look good for the guarantee time frame of 1, 2 or 3 years. So we've got to be very skeptical about these guarantees. Obviously offered by property developers and the marketers of these properties, and generally it's going to be in the units that they're selling, where they're building a skyscraper and there's many hundred apartments within it. So who pays for this rental guarantee? Well, in short, it's going to be you, the investor. So the people buying the property, as a general rule, you're overpaying for the property, and it's not market rate. So this rental guarantee is put on top of obviously the purchase price as the incentive to sell the property, and that's happening all around the place, where discounts on stamp duty, or stamp duty is being completely paid. These are just the ploys to sell these so-called very good investment properties, to sell them on to you because they don't want to own them. And so I think that's where you've got to be skeptical. If the developer develops the property and say it's a fantastic investment, why the hell would they be selling them on to you? So you need to be skeptical in your thinking. So you're definitely overpaying in these apartments if there is some sort of guarantee, because that is built into the price. So obviously the guarantee makes it attractive, and obviously they're trying to get investors in. So in turn, you'll be funding your own rental guarantee if you can't find a renter to go into the space. So what happens after the rental guarantee runs out? Well, look, hopefully you can find a tenant that can continue to pay the rent that also is at a similar level to what the guarantee is, or at least a rent that's going to cover the outgoings, or the cost of ownership of the property. Unfortunately, if that doesn't happen, when you can't find someone to rent it, because there is a glut, particularly in the apartment sector where these rental guarantees are often provided. So this glut means it's going to be harder to find tenants. And unfortunately, the property developers and the marketers selling them to our communities will not be there to help. They'll be on to the next project. So thank you for listening. Please remember, down below in the description, we've got some links to some of our new free online courses for you to check out around credit cards, superannuation, co-contributions. So some just short, quick educational stuff there for you to listen to. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. That'll be great, and we'll catch you next week. Thanks for listening.